Hello everybody, Model Airport Nation here, and today I'm back with a major LAX airport update in the 1 to 400 scale here. As you guys can see, I have terminals 1 through 3 set up here, as well as this plane train from Clipper Models 1 400 scale. We have the LAX theme building and control tower built by Tarmac Designs Indiana, as well as these 3 terminals here. Background, I just kind of moved it off to the side. This is not where it is in real life, but we have the Qantas hangar here that is done by Custom Airports Australia. Go check them out, as well as the other remote gates. And then we have this old control tower, I believe, and this was made by Jetset Models 400. So, without further ado, guys, let's get right into this video. If you guys aren't subscribed yet, please subscribe for more, for lots of awesome 1 to 400 scale model airport content. I am on my goal of completing the entire LAX airport. I have layouts that are currently being created by Layover Layouts. We're waiting on a couple satellite updates still, but once those are created, trust me, this will be moving very quickly. So stay tuned for that, guys. Without further ado, let's jump right in. Also, Instagram, TikTok, Model Airport Nation. So as you guys can see here is Terminal 1 at LAX. Very cool. We have the Colorado 1 Southwest 737-700. This aircraft just came in from Denver and is going to be heading out to Chicago. I feel like Southwest flies to pretty much every airport, so if I get these routes wrong, guys, forgive me. We have a Southwest 737 in a special livery here. A lot of special liveries today. Union Justice Confidence. This is a special airplane from the airplane store. This aircraft is going to be heading over to Dallas. Southwest Amua 1 just came from Honolulu and is going to be heading right back out to Honolulu. Another Southwest 737 MAX 8. This aircraft is going to be heading over to, let's go to Boston. We have a Southwest 737-700 doing a wheelie here. This airplane is going to be heading over to, let's go up to San Francisco or Oakland. Southwest 737 Desert Gold livery here. I feel like I'm sitting on some gemstones of airplanes here because of a bunch of these 700s that came out about 3 or 4 years ago. And now they started painting these on the 800s, you can see. But yeah, guys, this one is going to be heading over to, let's just do a random city. Let's do Kansas City. This next one is going to be heading over to Chicago Midway. Southwest Freedom 1 is going to be heading over to Orlando. This Southwest 737 is going to be, let's go up to, let's go to Dallas Love Field. Another Southwest 737 here. This one's going to be heading over to the, it's going to be heading over to Kona, Hawaii. Southwest 737 here. This airplane is going to be heading out to, let's go to Charlotte. Southwest Gold, Desert Gold 737 MAX here. This aircraft is parked at the gate here. It's getting loaded up, and it's going to be heading over to, let's go to Minneapolis. All right, guys, coming back out here. Let's head to Terminal 2. Like I said, I'm trying to get my Southwest routes down here. A lot more Southwest airplanes are going to be on the way here in the near future, so stay tuned. Trying to update the fleet here and stay maintained. I did talk to a Southwest 737 pilot that I had run into, and he said that they're getting rid of a lot of the 700s, and they're going to start replacing them with either the, I think just the 800s or the MAX 737 MAXs, the 700 MAXs. So we'll see about that. Let's go back out here. Huge Delta guy, so I'm really good at the Delta routes. So let's give you guys a nice angle here, the control tower here with the theme building. So this 757-200 is getting pushed back here. It's starting its engines up, and it's going to be heading over to Salt Lake City. Over here we have a Delta Thank You A321 parked at Terminal 2 here. This aircraft is getting catered, and it's going to be making its way over to, it's going to be going up to Seattle. Next we have a Delta A321 here. This aircraft is getting loaded up, and it's going to be heading over to Minneapolis. Well, next up, we have a Delta 757-300. This aircraft's going to be heading over to Detroit. Next, we have a Delta A220. This aircraft is resting at the gate, and it's going to be heading over to Salt Lake City as well. Beautiful Delta 767-400ER here. This aircraft just came in from New York JFK and is going to be heading right back over to New York JFK as a Delta One transcon flight. Really cool. Next up, we have a Delta CRJ 900. This aircraft is getting loaded up and it's going to be heading up to, let's go up to Reno. This next aircraft is a 700 and it's going to be heading over to Aspen, Colorado. I love these little ERJ 170, 175s. This aircraft's going to be heading over to Phoenix. Coming over here, we have the Delta 757-200 in the 42 baseball livery. This aircraft's going to be heading over to Boston. I did fly on this in real life in Delta One from LAX to Boston. And the Delta One seats honestly were so comfy on this particular aircraft that I fell asleep and I missed the meal, which is honestly a sin for me because I always have to have the meals on aircraft, especially in Delta One. So that's the story from this airplane. I woke up and I was over literally Boston sunrise landing, and I was like, oh man, but I'm glad I got the sleep that I had gotten on the flight though. And actually came out of this exact gate at Terminal 2. Over here we have a Delta 757-200. This aircraft is just a regular configured 757, and this aircraft is going to be heading over to Kahului, Maui. Next up, we have the Delta SkyTeam 737. This aircraft is Delta One configured and is going to be heading over to New York JFK. Another Delta One 767. This aircraft came in from New York JFK and is going to be heading out to Honolulu. Coming back over here, we have the Sky Club and the Delta One Lounge up here. We have a Delta 767-300. This aircraft's getting heavily loaded up, and it's going to be making its way down to Tahiti. So I don't know if they resumed their Tahiti routes in real life, but they did do this last year, and so yeah, it's going to Tahiti. Lucky folks on there. We have an A321neo here. This aircraft's getting loaded up. It's going to be heading over to Orlando. Sorry guys, I'm stumbling today. We have a Delta A321neo, another A321neo, and this aircraft's actually going to be heading over to Salt Lake City. Delta A330-900neo in the Team USA livery. Putting both Team USA's out today in honor of Team USA at the Olympics, so let's go Team USA. And this aircraft is getting loaded up and it's going to be heading over to Tokyo. And it just came in from Los Angeles. Next up, we have a Delta 737-900. This aircraft had come in from Seattle and is going to be heading over to Austin, Texas. Next up, we have a Delta E175. This aircraft is going to be heading out to Las Vegas. Delta 737-900. This aircraft is going to be heading over to, let's go over to Atlanta. One of the daily Atlanta routes here. Coming over here, we have a Delta Team USA A350. Go Team USA. This aircraft is just resting at its gate. It came in from Atlanta after being maintenanced in Atlanta and is going to be heading over to Sydney, Australia soon. Another Delta A350. This aircraft is going to be heading over to, down to Auckland, New Zealand. Has the Delta Spirit logo on it. And next up, we have a Delta A320. This aircraft's resting at the gate after its flight from CVG, and it'll be heading over to Denver. Delta A220 just resting at the gate here. Came in from Salt Lake City and it's going to be heading up to Portland. So there we have it for those routes, guys. Well, guys, there you have it. I'd like to thank you guys again for joining me today. Getting my routes down correctly here, so trying to go off Flight Radar 24. But today I honestly just kind of went off my head. But in the future here, once we get a little more of a layout going here, we'll get, 110% realistic routes going here. These are pretty realistic though. Pretty much down to the core for the Delta routes, getting the Southwest routes down. But yeah, guys, just an amazing airport here. See the train here. I think I'm going to customize this entire like middle section here on the ground part. Just kind of redo it and stuff too in the future here. So a lot coming in the future, guys. Thank you again for watching my LAX T1 through T2 and 3 update here. Please subscribe for more if you guys aren't subscribed yet. Lots of content coming all the time in Model Airport Nation here. Instagram, TikTok, and Model Airport Nation. And appreciate you guys. So we'll see you guys in the next video. Also, I do have the connectors coming from Tarmac Designs between all of these terminals. And as well as he's going to be sending me a reworked Terminal 3. So this thing's going to be looking even more cool, just like these other two terminals. Kind of like that gray and white. So can't wait for that, guys. Stay tuned. And until then, guys, happy collecting. See you soon.